If you ever take notice, next time you go into a fast food joint or restaurant and people in the back working and making these burgers by the minutes, thousands of burgers by the minute, there are charts. They follow the chart. They follow the process to get this burger from A to B because they believe everybody should have a burger with cheese.
Are you ready?
Hey there, and welcome to Get Off the Bench, where we talk success, business, life, and how you can make your dreams into reality. Your coach is an international speaker, published author, business and speaking coach, known to his audiences as the Speaker Man. His dream is to move you from the bench to the starting lineup of life.
And here we are again, 47-yard try, his longest attempt of the game. He has just clicked.
Your man, this is your Kodak moment.
Hey, did you hear that? The game is about to start, and you need to get ready to get in the game.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Here's your coach, Mark Wiggins.
Hey everybody, welcome to Off the Bench. I'm your host, Mark Wiggins, and today I want to talk about cheese. I want to talk about cheese. I know, I hear you, Mark. Why are you talking about cheese? You talk about a lot of other stuff while we're talking about cheese. Well, I don't want to necessarily talk about cheese specifically. I want to talk about my lactose intolerance to cheese/dairy. And I know it's a very painful conversation. A lot of people out there are dealing with it, and you should take care of your lactate information and the enzyme that dropped off when you turn 43, 44 somewhere, and you really don't need the cheese. You can't wonder why you have something dairy and your body responds violently and lets you know we don't need that no more. That's the one where you go in and tear up the bathroom and nobody wants to follow in, and you come out and say, you shouldn't go in there for, 35, 45 minutes. Don't go in there. But not necessarily I want to talk about my lactose intolerance, not an allergy, which I found out there's a difference. People, are you allergic? Nothing worse than going to a restaurant and you want this? I don't want any cheese. Okay, do you have an allergy? And I had to think about it. Do I have an allergy to cheese and dairy? No, I have an intolerance. Like my body don't want it. So I can have it, but my body doesn't like it. There's a difference, right? It's a difference in how you process this stuff, literally, how you process this dairy, and your body doesn't need it anymore in that form. So I want to tell you a story because I really don't want to talk about lactose and stuff. It's really kind of a gassy situation. Oh, ouch. Anyway, I want to talk about my experiences going through the drive-thru. Now, I know everybody's out there trying to eat healthy and do Whole30 and keto and kato and gato, el gapo, whatever you're doing to try to live better and eat better and be healthy, right? You're trying to clean from the inside out, which, you have elimination diets, you do all these different things to remove certain things that your body does not really need anymore. Steroids, processes, whatever. You want whole grain, whole food that's been raised, cattle that's been on grass, raised with gloves, killed quickly. Halal meat is because they say halal, which means, it's a prayer out before they kill the animal quickly and mercifully, and that therefore makes it more expensive. But they do stuff to it. Kosher. They treat the meat to get the blood out of there so it's not anything that taints the body because you don't need it. All these things happen to food that you need to live and to process. The drive-thru. When I go through and order something, again, I do my diets in certain kind of ways. Everything in America has cheese on it. And if it's not on it, it's extra to get it. But it doesn't make sense to me. So when I go through a drive-thru, let's say I go through my favorite breakfast spot. Please don't email me, don't text me. It is what it is. I go through McDonald's, right? And I order, I think it's the number 10. It would be the steak, egg, and cheese bagel meal. And I order that pretty frequently. But when I order it, I have to say, I go, let me get the steak, egg, and cheese bagel, no egg, no cheese. Because if you say I want a plain steak bagel, while to you and I, that sounds like there's nothing on that thing but the meat and the bread and the onions. To them, it just means no egg because cheese comes in everything. So I always have to double check my order because I'm guaranteed to roll through and have cheese at the drive-thru, which causes me to now stop and go back in. I used to not stop. I would just take the food and go and try to scrape the cheese off. I'm not going back. F that. I now turn around and go back and go, give me my sandwich. You sure? Look, I'm lactose intolerant. I know I didn't order cheese. And so I've been studying this for a while and can't seem to figure out why this always happens or happens more frequently than not. It all comes down to schemas. It comes down to process. If you ever take notice, next time you go into a fast food joint or restaurant and people in the back working and making these burgers by the minutes, thousands of burgers by the minute, there are charts. They follow the chart. They follow the process to get this burger from A to B because they believe everybody should have a burger with cheese. Because I'm in my schema, and the schema is basically a quick way of processing certain information that we do over and over again. If you do something every single time the same way, it becomes easier to do. I don't have to think about it. Burger ordered number 2, it only comes one way. Boom, schema I go through. I'm thinking, I'm mindless in my reactions. I'm basically mindless to what I'm doing. I'm unconscious. But when there's a counter to your schema that causes a problem because you're like, oh, whoa, stop. No cheese. No queso? No cheese. Hold on. They want a number 10 with no, is that even possible? Hey, manager, can we make a number 10 with no cheese? I'm at the window like, I just want no cheese. I don't want any cheese in my, I just don't want no cheese. So the people in the back, bless them, are making the processing the fastest way because McDonald's is all about process, right? It's all about following this to make the burger the quickest, fastest way easier. And again, you can insert any fast food institution. You can insert Taco Bell, you can insert Wendy's, you can insert anyone who has cheese on their burgers and then ask for no cheese and you're going to get cheese on your burger because of the schema and the processing power of being easy in operation so I don't have to think about it. It poses a problem. It poses a fundamental problem for them in their process. So I always make sure that I have to ask for it, repeat it back to me. If I don't see it pop up on the screen, there's no guarantee they're going to read the screen. So now, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about not cheese, not lactose, we're talking about process. Your schema for getting things done. The schema for quick living. The schema for no interruption to what we're trying to do, but we want to do more. We're talking about this being doggone comfortable. When you're comfortable in what you're doing, there's an unlikeliness that you will get what you want because you have to become uncomfortable and break your schema up so it doesn't make sense to you so you can find a new way to do things. If we're doing the same thing over and over and over again, you know the quote, you're going to get the same result. If we roll back to the McDonald's example, from the beginning shift that you start to the end, you'll make 4,026 hamburgers. Out of that 426 billion hamburgers, maybe 5, 10, maybe 1,000 will be no cheese. That's not a lot because I'm processing as fast as I can. Everybody, no cheese. Schema. So when you're talking about your success, we're talking about trying to get to the next level. When you position yourself to do certain things outside of your normal routine of living, it's going to pose a problem for you. Think about your daily job. Let's roll it into the job. You operate on a schema, a quick process of a certain standard of information that you use to quickly process and handle information because you've done it time and time and time again, and you become super efficient. Any change to that process throws you out your loop. You come in, check your emails, answer said emails, get to the first meeting, the second meeting, the third meeting, take that lunch break, come back, fourth meeting, fifth meeting, sixth meeting, answer more emails, I'm gone. Anything that happens different in there kind of pause you to wait a minute, what am I supposed to do? You ever notice that you come out of that fog and go, where am I? It happens when you're driving. You can go from point A to point B every single day. Let them throw a detour up. What? Wait. Oh, my God. Let me get my ways up. Oh, my God. I don't know where I'm going. And now all of a sudden you're watching turns. I'm not familiar with this. It's a problem for me. It's taking me long to get to work. Blah, blah, blah. Because your schema got interrupted. My charge to you today is, my first charge is, if you're working at McDonald's, doggone, please read the screen and take the cheese off the doggone thing. Make it your way. Do what Burger King does. Do it the way I'm asking for it. Anyway, my challenge to you is, challenging your schema is not a bad thing. You have to wake up. You have to shake some stuff up. You've got to shake some stuff loose. Get rid of, here we go, old habits, old thoughts, and old processes to do something new. What you've been doing before won't serve you well if you're trying to go next level. It just won't. It serves you well if you're trying to be average. But if you follow me, you know that we need to be what? Greater than average. There's nothing wrong with being average. But why not raise your average and be good there? You have to be greater than that. You have to go to the next level. You got to shake your schemas up. So I'm challenging you to now look at stuff that you do. I've heard stuff before that for cognitive exercises to help your mind stay active. Because remember, we're on cruise control. If you brush your teeth with your right hand, they say every once in a while you ought to do it with your left hand. It's a show. It's a comedy show. All of a sudden you're brushing your nose, you hit your ear because you're not used to it. If you eat with your right hand, switch to left hand, vice versa. It's important to do that because the mind now is forced to think and activate and do what it's made to do. It's not made to quickly go through things and sit on idle. That's not what it's made to do. We put it there. And then we wonder why we can't get to the next level because we're so into what we're doing and being easy. Any challenge is like, it's going to cause a problem. It's going to cause a problem. But here's the funny thing about doing something over and over again. I do this. I drive a lot. Again, if you follow me along, you know I do Uber, right? Great stories, comedy, all the doggone time. So I drive. And like most people, I drive with my left hand on the steering wheel and my right hand is free to do other things, some illegal things like texting and changing my radio station while I'm driving as opposed to whatever. Over a period of time, you kind of lean that way. Why does my lower back hurt? Not on the right side, but on the left side. Because my body is out of alignment. I've spent my time using this one side and my other side can't do anything. So I had to force myself, I had to come out of that schema of driving ease and force myself to put my right hand on the steering wheel and drive right hand. It is a show. I'm like, oh my God, I'm all over the lines. I can't get it to where it wants to go. But I make myself do it because A, it wakes me up, number one. Number two, I need to give my body a break because it's out of alignment. It's too easy to shift back to the right hand and do it all the time, and then one of my body hurts because it's out of alignment. It's what I do normally. So if you want to get to your next level, if you want to expand your growth potential, shake up your current schema, create some new schemas, master those things, and then shake that up again. As soon as you get comfortable with it, shake it up again. You'll stay on top of your game. You'll be able to adjust better. You'll be more balanced. You'll be more focused. You'll be more in tune. You'll be looking for new information to make sure that you're on top of your game. Schemas were created or have been identified by psychologists as what the mind does to find the quickest way out. You don't want the quick way out. You want the best way forward to get what you want to do. You want to get off the bench. That's my thought for today. Change your schema. And while you're at it, start changing other people's schemas too. Mix up your orders. You want to watch them scramble in the store. Change your doggone order. I keep running back to McDonald's because that's just the thing to do. McDonald's, let me say, the reason why McDonald's was so efficient is because you didn't get a choice in what you wanted to do. If you wanted choice, you went to where? Burger King, which was their mantra, have it your way. To Wendy's, we'll kind of sort of give it your way, but you wasn't going to get your way at McDonald's. McDonald's says, look here. We're going to have to give people what they ask for, but they got to ask for it. Until they ask for it, we're going to do it this way. Burger King will ask you, what did you want on that? Do you know the song, hold the pickle, hold the lettuce, special orders don't upset us, always that you let us, that you have it your way. That was the way they built their business. When I go to Burger King, just for the record, I rarely get cheese accidentally on my burger because that's not what they do. their schema is already shaken. Make sure you shake your schema, twist it up on some folks, twist up people around you, and you start watching people respond and be engaged and energized, which is what you need to keep moving forward. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and share this podcast. We're doing great. Episodes are creeping up. Great interviews. Go back and listen once you get in. Make sure you follow us. I'm getting ready to add the YouTube channel where all of the podcasts will be on YouTube. So those who can't stream at work can actually pull in YouTube and listen to it live, or not live, sorry, live and direct, well, sort of, on the YouTube channel at work. So like and subscribe that, and I'll let you know when that's live. And just make sure that you continue to strive and shake up your schemas. All right, and as always, if you can reach your dreams with a stepladder, then they're probably too low. I'm out.
Thank you for listening to Off the Bench with your coach, Mark Wiggins. Be sure to like, comment, and share this podcast. And follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all at SpeakerMan87. And be sure to use the hashtag #GetOffTheBench to let Mark know you're listening. When it comes to success, only you can give yourself the permission you need to have the success you desire. Now get off the bench and get in the game.